Duryodhana was in grief after witnessing Yudhishthira's success during the Rajasuya Yagya. His maternal uncle, Shakuni, asked him the reason for his sadness. After a deep sigh, Duryodhana said, "Yudhishthira is ruling with his 4 brothers. Shishupala was killed before everyone, and no one protested. The Kshatriya kings presented immense wealth to Yudhishthira. Should I not be sad after seeing this?" Duryodhana spoke to his uncle about waging war against the Pandavas. But Shakuni said, "Use your cleverness instead. Yudhishthira is very fond of the game of dice, but he does not know how to play. You invite him for a game, and he will definitely agree. I am well versed in the game. I will play on your behalf, and will gain his kingdom and riches, which I will finally give to you." Soon after, Duryodhana and Shakuni met Dhritarashtra and asked him to invite Yudhishthira for a game of dice. Those days, it was considered impolite for a Kshatriya to refuse a Kshatriya king's invitation to a game of dice. At first, Dhritarashtra refused to invite Yudhishthira, but Duryodhana and Shakuni's words convinced him, and he agreed to ask Yudhishthira for the game. Meanwhile, Minister Vidura was not in favor of it. He warned that such tactics would lead to the destruction of the dynasty. He also said that such a game would cause mutual estrangement and quarrels. But Dhritarashtra had made up his mind and wanted to please his son's demands. Thus, Shakuni succeeded in his trick, and Vidura invited Yudhishthira for the game. Vidura went to Indraprastha on the king's order. He explained to Yudhishthira that the king had invited him for a game of dice. He also warned that the game was the root of all misfortunes. But Yudhishthira felt that if he refused, Dhritarashtra would feel insulted, so he agreed to the game. On a set day, Yudhishthira reached Hastinapur with his brothers Kunti and Draupadi. The pavilion was packed with spectators. Drona, Bhishma, Kripacharya, Vidura, Dhritarashtra, and Karna were present. Though they knew the game would lead to a bitter end, they chose to remain silent. When the game began, bets were made on gems, gold, and silver, elephants, horses, and servants. It seemed like the dice moved on Shakuni's instructions. Gradually, Shakuni manipulated Yudhishthira into losing his army, subjects, clothes, ornaments, his brothers, and finally, Draupadi. There was no limit to Shakuni's happiness.